Hello and welcome, my name is Hayley, this is Divini-T, and we're going to do another pick a pile reading messages from your pet in spirit. There could be any pet that you've had throughout your life, one that's recently passed. So as you can see, we've got the aventurine green angel in pile number 1. We have the amethyst angel in pile number 2. And we have the tiger eye angel in pile number 3, so you can go ahead and pick your pile now. Now before we start, I would like to do a meditation. So I am a psychic medium. I am also a Reiki master, both in animal Reiki and human Reiki. So in order to connect with your loved spirit, whether it be human or animal, you need to raise your vibration so that they can meet you on your level. You see, when we are on this earth plane in our body with our ego, we are on a much lower, denser level of frequency. When spirit has become spirit, when they've shed the body and the ego, they automatically raise to a much, much, much higher vibration. This is why we can't see them. They are here with us, we just can't see them because they are on a much higher frequency. So they can lower their frequency to be able to connect with us, but we have to meet them, well, it's not quite halfway because they're like supersonic high frequency, but we have to raise ours so that they can get to us. So we're going to start with a meditation. So I want you to get comfortable. Either sit on the floor or sit on your bed or sit on a chair, whatever's comfortable for you. Feet down or in cross-leg position. Now I want you to imagine that you are in a forest or an open field and you can smell the earthly smells. You can feel the wind gently blowing around you. You can feel the warm sun on your skin. You can hear maybe insects buzzing around. You can smell the grass. Now I want you to take your hands and hover them about 3 inches above and about 3 finger widths down from your belly button. This is your hara. This is your earth connection. Now I want you to take a deep breath in and hold it. Hold it into your hara and release through your mouth. Again, take a deep breath in. Hold that breath into your hara, into your earth center. And release. Now, I want you to imagine that you have roots coming out from your perineum and your feet. And these roots are going down into the earth. Deep down into the earth like an ancient old tree. Further and further down into the earth, grounding you deep into the earth. And now I want you to picture all the negative energy, all the stored toxins, the chemicals, the lower vibrational stuff, the trauma that you've held on to throughout your life. I want you to imagine it gradually just flowing out through your root system and into the earth to be cleansed. Just gradually, slowly dripping out through your root system into the earth to be cleansed. Now I want you to take your hands and move them about 3 inches above your heart space. This is your oneness center. And I want you to just keep your hands there until you feel a connection. And now I want you to move your hands to about 3 inches above your third eye on your forehead. This is your heaven center. And I want you to take another deep breath in. And hold the energy into your forehead, into your heaven center. And release. And again, deep breath in. Holding that energy into your heaven center, into your forehead. And release. And now I want you to picture that you have branches coming out from the top of your head and the top of your shoulders. And these branches are reaching higher and higher through the sky, through space, past the stars and the moon and the sun, all the way through all the galaxies, through the entire universe, until they reach to the very source itself, to the very spark of all that exists. And you are plugged into that now with your branches. And now I want you to feel that God energy, that source energy, the energy of the universe, the creator, coming through your branches now. Feel it slowly dripping down those branches. And now feel it entering your forehead into your heaven center. And now I want you to move your hands down and hover them above your heart space again. And take a deep breath in. And hold that energy into your heart space, into your oneness center. Another deep breath in. Holding it into your heart space. Now I want you to picture the energy from the earth coming up through your hara, through your earth center, meeting in your heart space, which is your trunk. And I want you to also picture that energy from source, from divine, from God, coming down through your branches, through your forehead, and meeting down into your heart space. And so now heaven and earth are meeting in your heart space. And you are one with the entire universe. And I want you to feel it. Take a deep breath in. And hold it into your heart space. Feel the oneness. You are one with all. One with divine, one with the earth, one with the universe, and everyone and everything. Now I want you to open your heart space. And I want you to, with every breath in, imagine the energy drawing up through the earth and from source down through your forehead and coming out through your heart. With every breath in, you draw it in. And with every breath out, you release that love out into the universe. And with each breath, it gets bigger and bigger. It starts by just filling your body, and then filling the space that you're in, and then your whole town, and then your whole state, your whole country, your whole hemisphere. And now it is as big as the whole entire world. And now it reaches the entire universe. And you truly are one. You are one with all. Now take your hands in prayer position and place them above your chest in Gus Ho. And I want you to thank the universal life force energy for coming through you today. And now we will begin our reading. And we can connect with your loved pet on the other side. So we're going to start with the Soul's Journey lesson cards, and I have thoroughly shuffled before we started, and I just lost some on the ground there, so I just picked them up. So remember, we have Aventurine, or Aventurine, Amethyst, and Tiger's Eye. So pick your pile. We have messages from Heaven Oracle. And by the way, I'm going to end this reading with a distance Reiki healing for you, particularly if you are still going through the grieving process. So stick around and I will do that for you. Like I said, I am a qualified Reiki master. And we have the Heaven and Earth tarot cards. And then we have my cards that I wrote out during my grieving phases with Wolfie when she passed away. Wolfie has been passed for 6 weeks now. This is my beautiful girl Wolfie, who passed away on the 24th of March this year. You know, I had a beautiful dream about her last night. Well, it actually was the very end of another dream that I was having. I was having another dream, something weird. I was like building a race car or something. Anyway, I was in this house. It wasn't the house that I'm in because it had a gate. We don't actually have a gate here. But anyway, I was in this place. I was building a race car or something ridiculous. But anyway, someone left the gate open. And I panicked and I was like, oh no, Wolfie will get out. And then I just completely let go and relaxed and said, wait a minute. Wolfie is my spirit dog and she's free to come and go as she pleases. It doesn't matter that someone left the gate open. And I woke up and I just felt so relaxed, and that all that fear and worry and anxiety had just completely been released. I don't need to worry anymore. She's free. So, we'll get on with this reading. If you chose the Tiger's Eye Angel in pile number 3, this reading is from your pet. And would you look at that? We have freedom. That's just what I was talking about. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yeah. When you come to a place of acceptance, and grieving is a process, it's a long process that can't be rushed, but you will eventually come to a place of acceptance. And with that acceptance comes freedom. Freedom for yourself and freedom for your pet. When you finally accept it for what it is, you know, the good and the bad, all of it. Not try to gloss it over. You know, I knew someone that was really good at, whenever someone died, they would rewrite the script. It was almost like they had magic fairy glitter and they would just rewrite the whole story, and everyone was perfect in that story. And I always hated that. It was a family member, by the way, who did that, and I always said I would never do that. I want to remember them the way they were, you know, warts and all. because that's real. Because if everyone was just all perfect and lovely all the time, what would even be the point of being on Earth? We come to Earth, which is our lesson centre, to learn through pain, to grow through mistakes. There would be absolutely no point in being here if we were all fake nice all the time. So it's about reminding yourself that, yeah, some bad things happened and you made some mistakes. But they did some bad things too, and they made mistakes too, because you know what? It was real. What you had was real. They were real. You were real. And it's time to forgive yourself. And in that forgiveness and acceptance of it is what it was, you give yourself and them freedom. Because as long as you don't accept it, you are holding them tethered to you. It's time to let them go. Let them be free. Let them be your spirit animal, free to come and go as they please. Don't hold them here with your grief. Don't rewrite the story. The birds singing, the light breeze you felt at the most unexpected moment, they are signs of my presence with you. When you come into that place of acceptance, you will start to see more signs. You may have already seen some signs along the way, even while you were deep in grief. But if you practice that meditation that I have given you at the start of this, and raise your vibration and let yourself come through your grieving stages, don't rush it. Eventually you will open yourself to receiving more and more signs from your loved pet. And you'll see them everywhere. And it could be in birds and butterflies and numbers and, whatever it is that you're hearing. I often hear a dog barking in the distance. It sounds exactly like Wolfie. And I know that it's her. Whether it's her projecting herself through dogs that are still alive, or it's her barking on the astral, I know that it's her. 1717, self-reliance. Time has come to rely on your knowledge, your wisdom and your ambition. You have an important soul mission and life purpose. Leaning on your inner strength will allow more of your path to unfold ahead. So self-reliance, when we learn to detach, when we learn to let go in love, not out of fear, not hiding from it and not wanting to go through the grieving process and blocking it out. I'm not talking about that. Some people do that, and unfortunately for them it will come back and bite them later on. You can't run from grief. You have to face it. But I'm talking about detaching in unconditional love. So not holding them tethered to you because you don't want to let it go. You want to stay in that pain. You want to stay in that pain believing that it's the last thing that you have left of them. You need to come to a place of acceptance for what it was. Don't come along with that magic fairy dust and rewrite the story. Accept it for what it was, for all of it, for your faults, your flaws, their faults, their flaws, everything that went wrong, everything that went right. Accept it all for what it was, a human experience, an earthly experience, a human and pet shared experience together in this earthly realm. And then you can let them go with love and freedom, and they will come back. They will come back to you. Princess of Wands. And it's time for that new adventure to begin. So this would traditionally be the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is that adventure spirit. So when you do come to that place of acceptance, your new adventure begins. Your new life can begin. When you finally let go of the past, you open the door for the future to begin, and that future can be anything that you want it to be now. You have a clean slate. Ask. And whenever you need your pet, whenever you need help with anything at all, you're not alone. The hardest part of letting your pet go is feeling like you're all alone in this. But know that you're not. And whenever you're down and you need help, just ask. Just ask and they will help you. They will give you signs. They will show you the way. So if you chose the green aventurine angel, this message is from your pet. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Yeah. When you lose a pet, you are stuck with a lot of questions, and a lot of these questions cannot be answered, and you will drive yourself completely crazy. You will drive yourself to despair. Why did this happen? Could there have been something I could have done? If I had done this, would it stop it? Did the vet do the right thing? Did that person do it on purpose? Whatever it is, it's just going to drive yourself mad. And, I was saying with acceptance here, this is the same thing. You need to surrender. You need to surrender to it and accept that you're not going to know the answers to everything. There are a lot of unanswered questions, and you know what? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We all have a set time to go, whether animal, plant, or human. That date, that time is already written. It is set in stone and nobody can change it. It doesn't matter the how or the why or the where or the when. It really doesn't. It was their time and you can't change that. You can't go back. Even if you do get the answers, you can't bring them back. I can see you remembering me with a heart full of worry and grief. These emotions are normal and all part of your healing, but you need to know that I am happy here. And again, that's with that surrender. I feel your pain. Whoever is in this pile, I can really feel your pain here. You have all these unanswered questions. Maybe you're in blame. I'm feeling like a lot of you are blaming the vet or blaming someone else. And you just need those answers. If they'd have done this, would it have worked? You need to let it go. Your pet is asking you to let it go. It was just my time. And they're free now. They're free to come and go as they please, like I said in that dream at the start. They can come and go as they please now. There's no locked door, locked windows, or cages, or leashes and collars. There's none of that anymore. They're free to come and go as they please. 666, reflection. When you allow time for reflection, you allow yourself to see where inner shifts are needed. It is time for you to look at your beliefs and ask, is this serving me, or is it time for me to release this? Reflect, refocus, and readjust. So yeah, all these cards are telling you, you need to look at what you've been doing. All this blaming, all this questioning, all this destroying yourself with trying to find the answers that will never be answered. This is not serving you. You need to reflect on this now. Is it time to let this go? Is it time to accept and surrender? The Emperor. The Emperor is someone who is in control of themselves. And I know that when you lose a loved one, you feel like you've lost control of everything. And this is why we run around trying to find the answers. We research everything. We blame others. We try to find a way out. We try to find reasoning. When you let it go though and you surrender, you regain your control. You regain that peace that comes from having control in your world again. You made me happy. Yeah, your pet is telling you that you made them really happy. You gave them a good life. And that's all that matters. At the end of the day, all that matters is love. The love that you shared, the kindness that you gave them. You made them happy. You gave them a good life. You were their life. You were their whole life. You can let this go now and know that you did a good job. So if you chose pile number 2 with the amethyst angel, this one is for you. So we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Yeah, you've just been through a really hard time, or you went through a hard time a while ago. You made mistakes, but you've come to accept them. You've come to accept that you are human. And from that, you can learn from it. And the next time you get a pet, or the next time you get into a relationship, you can take that with you. You can learn from your mistakes and know what to do better next time. And that is growth. That is what we're here for learning. I am communicating with you through angel numbers. So if you chose pile number 2, you're going to see angel numbers. Like 111, 222, stuff like that. Anything that's repeating. And you can look them up, you can Google them, see what their meanings are. 111 will be particularly one that will stick out for you. And we have destiny. Follow what you feel. Listen as your intuition helps to guide you to what you are manifesting. The inner whispers are helping you to create all that it is that you desire. Listen, lean in, and follow your soul. So when you see these numbers, particularly this 111, you will know that you're on the right path. Whatever it is that you're choosing to do, your pet is showing you through these number signs that you are on the right path. And we have the Justice card here. And it's about recalibrating your energy. When you've gone through the grieving process and you've come out the other side, your energy is now recalibrated. You've transmuted the energy from fear and pain into love, into acceptance, into gratitude, and even forgiveness. And it rebalances your entire energy. And that rebalanced energy then washes on to others as well and helps the whole. Signs. Again, you're getting told that you're going to have signs. You're going to watch out for these number signs that are going to repeat. Don't ignore them because they're telling you something. When you see these number signs, know that you are on the right track. Watch out for them. And so, as promised, we're going to end this session with a Reiki healing, with a distance Reiki healing. And so, if you want to receive this, just accept it. If not, you can end the video now. So just again, sit down in a comfortable position and relax. Hon Sha Ze Shounen. Hon Sha Ze Shounen. Breathing in. Breathing out. And now I'm going to open your crown chakra and send you the Reiki healing energy through myself as a conduit into your energy, directly from source. with the intent of healing you from your grief, with the intent of raising your vibration, raising your frequency, and coming to terms with accepting and even coming to a place of gratitude, accepting it all for what it is, warts and all, the good and the bad, so that you can now move forward in your journey, open a new page. I send you the loving, pure energy from Divine to help you. Feel the energy go through your entire body and out through your auric field, permeating and vibrating through your whole being. The Reiki energy knows where to go. It knows what to do to heal you. All you have to do is accept it. So if you feel inclined, say, yes, I accept this beautiful energy. And now bring your hands in prayer to the center of your chest in Gasso and thank the universal life force energy. Namaste. The God in me recognizes the God in you. Have a good day.